Hey there folks, and welcome to our 11-minute gameplay video of Assetto Corsa Cuno Simulationes racing sim, which is coming to consoles in April. I'm Rich Walker, this is Dan Webb.
Hello.
And we're going to be sort of taking you through it, showing you a couple of cars and one of the tracks, and we'll be throwing some car facts at you just for fun. So yeah, just as a setup,
I just like the door closing.
The door closing at the beginning.
Yeah.
We're only allowed to capture Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps.
Francorchamps.
And this is the Ferrari Fxx K. I go right off at the first corner. So
it's a good start. It's a good start.
That means, you know, you can tell it's not B-roll or anything. This is me actually driving the game for the first time.
That's why you did it, right?
That's right.
That's the only reason.
Exactly, just to show that it was authentic and we weren't pulling any tricks. So Dan, would you like to know some facts about the Ferrari Fxx K?
Before you do that, do you know that on Spa that it's 265 metres from the grid to the first corner?
Is it? Wow. Yeah. That is amazing.
So yeah, just to keep things interesting, we've got a load of car facts. We've got a load of facts about Spa. We've basically got two cars, one track.
Yeah.
There's our headline right there.
Two
cars, one track.
Yeah, two cars, one track. Nice.
But yeah, so yeah, give me some facts, Rich.
All right. So the Ferrari Fxx K, it can top out 217 miles an hour. It's pretty fast.
217. So that's the same speed
as the Mclaren P1, which you'll see in this video later.
Which is what, the 8th or the 7th fastest road car?
8th fastest road car in the world. It costs...
That was in 2014, 2015. It might have changed.
It might have changed. It might have changed. I mean, some people say it's the Hennessey Venom Gt, the fastest one in the world. So
you can tell we've brushed up.
Yeah. So it cost you $2.7 million, but there are only 40 made and they're sold out, Dan. So if you're thinking about buying one, forget it.
You have to buy it off someone.
You have to buy it off someone.
Did you find out who owns one? Because some of the celebs have got to have one.
Should I have made a list of all 40 people who own
it? And then we go around their house and then just kind of stolen it.
It's got a naturally aspirated V12 engine, which is 848 horsepower, while the 187 electric ponies arrive courtesy of Ferrari's Curse kinetic engine recovery system. So the total system output is 1,036 horses. That's a lot of horses now.
It is a lot of horses.
So yeah, this is the outside car view we're showing now. Obviously we showed you the cockpit before. So it's a pretty game, looks nice.
It's very pretty. Like the cars look great, right? And the reflections on the car and the little spoilers and stuff and everything that changes. Like
animations, it's lovely. So this is PlayStation 4 gameplay, if you're wondering. And I believe it's at a nice smooth 60 frames per second, right? Looking pretty slick.
Yeah, well, this right now it's captured
at 60. Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
So yeah, looking good, looking good. Give us some Spa facts.
Did you know that the original circuit was based on public roads running between the villages of Spa-Francorchamps, Malmedy and Stavelot. And that's in the Ardennes forest.
Very nice.
Did you know that?
Good. No, I did not know that.
Did you know that motorbike racing began at the track in 1922?
I did not know that.
And it's only 3 years later when it's held its first Grand Prix.
Awesome.
It's got actually a really interesting history because...
It's got a hell of a history.
1950 it was part of the original World Championship calendar for the F1. Great driving, mate.
Thank you.
Great driving.
Into the tyre wall.
So in 1950, but yeah, in 1960, two people died on the track. Chris Bristow and Alan Stacey. There was separate incidents as well.
Wow.
And then in 1970, it was removed from the calendar. So that course was originally 14 kilometres long.
Right.
It was meant to be really fast, dangerous, a little bit like Nürburgring.
Right, the Nürburgring,
Yeah, but more dangerous, obviously.
Right.
At that point, because one car's going so fast, so two per crash. It came back in 1983 with a shortened length of 7 kilometres. But
which is the track we know today.
Yes, yeah, which is the F1 track, which is this track here.
Yeah.
You seem to be all over the place,
Do you know what? Sometimes you lose grip and it goes all over the place. So, yeah, this is the hood view, obviously. There's also a view you can have like this without the hood. And those are the 3 views, I think. Cockpit, hood, and
4 views.
Outside. Oh yeah, 4 views. Yeah, sorry, I can't count.
So
yeah, this is just, I was just showing the special events here. So we were allowed to capture from these. So we did the P1 next, the Mclaren P1. This is the expert driving, so this isn't me. This is someone who actually knew what they were doing playing.
So this is Alan Boyston. He runs a
Team
popular
VVV.
Yeah, popular YouTube channel, and he knows his racing games. He's a really good. He's genuinely brilliant at racing games, and he knows his stuff.
So he also told me that he feels like the game's a good sim. He said there's a good weight and feel to the cars. He's talking about the torque that this car has, the P1, which makes it quite a handful.
It's interesting because you say that, but a lot of people in the PC community and like modders and stuff said that it was more of a simcade, which is a mix between the casual kind of arcade and a simulation.
Yeah,
they said it was obviously this. like physics stuff. I don't know whether they've changed anything for this version, but they said that the physics maybe isn't kind of as simmy as the hardcore sim community would like, but obviously looks beautiful.
Yeah,
handles well and great. But there's no weather and no time of day, is there?
Well, I haven't seen anything of that yet. If there is,
that's what it said when I was just reading.
Oh, apparently there isn't. Then okay.
I don't know what the changes for this version. Do you know?
No, I don't know if there is anything necessarily. I think maybe new
port,
cars. Right? I think it might just be a port. But it felt good. You know, even if it isn't the most accurate sim in the world, it felt satisfying to play. And I had a lot of fun with it.
Does look great.
Yeah, I found it a good challenge without being too difficult. You know, so good. Would you like some stupid facts?
Would you like a fun fact first?
Go on.
The dev. Its offices, right, is set in a tyre wall. It's the Vallelunga circuit in Rome, right?
That's crazy. They actually live racing games in their office because they're actually on a track.
And they've been doing this for years as well. This isn't their first game. They've been doing sim racing since 10 plus years by the look of it. I was looking through their history, doing some research. Yeah, did you know it's Italian for racing setup as well? Racing setup. What were you told though, or did you?
I think I must have put it through some weird filter system in my brain. It came out as something like Dream.
Maybe that's their intention, but the actual translation, according to the great website Wikipedia, is racing setup.
Racing setup. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, let's have some stupid fun.
Some stupid facts.
Car facts.
So in 2010, the largest ever speeding fine was clocked in Sweden. It was $1 million. That's £665 million, and it was a guy who went 180 miles an hour in a Mercedes SLS AMG.
In a what? Do you know?
A Mercedes SLS
no,
AMG.
But what?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I guess 180 no matter where you're driving.
180 miles an hour, $1 million. $1
million?
Fine. The
guy must have been loaded. Well,
I don't know. He might still be paying it off.
Even if the limit was like 70 mile an hour, that's nearly 3 times over the limit, right?
It's crazy. Did you also know that South African BMWs can be fitted with flamethrowers to prevent carjacking?
Really?
Which sounds like it's made up, but apparently it's true.
Really? Oh my god.
Apparently. That's mental if that's true.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's crazy. You'd just have flamethrowers ananyway, wouldn't
you? What was the one you were reading about Wolverhampton earlier on?
Wolverhampton was where the first road traffic lights were launched in 1927.
Really?
Yeah, it's a nice little claim to fame for my hometown, isn't it?
It is, right?
First set of traffic
There's
lights.
another fun one about the
first speeding ticket
was it, yeah.
was issued in 1902 when cars could barely reach 45 miles an hour.
Do you know what speed it was for?
No, probably 45 miles an hour, right? Or thereabouts.
Well, yeah, hitting it, yeah. I guess, it must have been interesting back then.
I know, right? Crazy 45 mile an hour car.
Yeah, so we're bouncing around here from different views as well, all in the Mclaren, all from the one kind of race.
Yeah,
we've tried to mix it up.
Well, these are all hot laps, so yeah, there is racing with AI, and you can have up to I think 16 cars on a grid. That's tough as well, because the AI is pretty aggressive.
Is it going to rival the likes of Gran Turismo and Forza?
I don't know, possibly.
Or more importantly, like because those
project
cars, right? That's the biggie.
Yeah, I mean there are very few real kind of racing sims, or what would deem real or proper racing sims on console. So this is good to have more of these, because you wouldn't say Forza was a sim necessarily.
No, well, you can crank it all up to sim.
Yeah,
that's probably a simcade, right?
Or even Gran Turismo wouldn't necessarily qualify.
No. But Project Cars is the big in these days, right?
Yeah, sort of this and Project Cars are the two sort of console ones that are going to be vying for your attention if you are a sim racer guy or gal.
Okay.
So yeah,
it's pretty.
It's a really nice looking game, and I like the look of this car anyway. This car looks great, whatever.
Also, when you brake as well, the spoiler drops down. As in kind of for the aerodynamics and stuff like that, right?
I can tell you the aerodynamic efficiency of a Formula 1 car is 3. That Ferrari I was in earlier, the aerodynamic efficiency of that is 2.84.
Really?
So that Ferrari is more aerodynamically efficient than an F1 car, apparently.
What about I bet you didn't find that.
I didn't look it up on this.
I love that.
I can't imagine this is as aerodynamically efficient as
No,
those
the other
cars.
one looked like a bullet, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fairly aerodynamically
I mean, this looks
efficient.
kind of aerodynamic, isn't it? It's all I wonder how much of it is for aesthetics over aerodynamics, though.
Well, we were talking about this earlier on. I swear this used to be the fastest road car.
It might have been at one time, but apparently it's 903 brake horsepower. If you wanted to buy one, Dan, you'd be looking at £866,000 or $1.3 million. Is
that it? Oh wow! But yeah. now we're just looking at some replay footage just to show you the visuals off a bit more. Look at that! Look at those trees.
So yeah, even like the track detail is good. You know, it's a pretty looking game. There's a little bit of not tearing. Is it tearing? A little bit of tearing, maybe. But you know, it's still in the process of being
tearing is where the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen.
Right. Yeah. There's maybe a mild bit of that.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I think it's looking good, and it's out in April, so they got a little while to optimize and they're
only a small dev as well. They're not like, you can't really compare them to the likes of the Forza team, which is huge now, right?
No, absolutely.
And has the resources of Microsoft behind it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then again, Turn 10 isn't their developer studios on a racing track.
No, that's true. They can just nip out every day and just have a little race.
They can.
A little drive. That would be really cool. Can we get our next office on a race track?
Or in a strip club?
That'd be good.
Yeah, I've got to go to work, darling. Oh, wow! Did you see the side of the car then?
The brake discs lighting up.
That's cool as shit.
That is cool.
You don't really see that though.
I've always see it occasionally.
Yeah, but when you're in the car, you don't.
No, of course not. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Thing for the replays. But yeah, pretty looking game. So that was Assetto Corsa coming 22nd April to Xbox One and PS4. Thanks for watching. I've been Rich Walker.
I've been Dan Webb.
Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.